Time for your ABC 36 Storm Team forecast.
Well, quite an active week of weather here in central and eastern Kentucky, and this Friday no exception, but we are headed the right direction this weekend. Finally a break from the wet and stormy pattern. Once we get through the day tomorrow, several dry days into the early part of next week. Of course, the August heat remains in place. Pretty quiet weather in the extended, and our highs may back off into the mid to upper 80s. So that is something to look forward to. Notice Viper radar. We've got a few scattered showers and storms, but compared to the last couple of evenings, we're in much better shape. The stuff widely scattered and definitely not as intense as what we have seen. Nothing widespread as far as strong to severe storms. Fairly healthy one just to the northwest of Williamsburg. It's going to move across the northern part of Whitley County between Corbin and Williamsburg. A lot of lightning, some small hail, and then this cluster coming up the Bluegrass Parkway. It has strengthened a bit into eastern Nelson, working into western Anderson, and eventually sneaking into western parts of Mercer County. Good bit of lightning with it, and some steady rain from Versailles running toward the Kentucky Castle there at the Fayette-Woodford County line. So as that drifts eastward, we may see a shower here in Lexington proper, and should. But notice again the widely scattered nature of this activity. We had the morning round, laid a little boundary down, and that helped more storms develop across parts of southeastern Kentucky. The main front is draped across the Bluegrass, area of low pressure off to our north. You can see a lot of activity right underneath it, and there'll be a little backside energy that will catch us tomorrow. Weather Service in Jackson is going to let the flood watch ride until 8 o'clock. It will expire then, given we still have some activity down to the south. Checking out Mount Sterling, Montgomery County. 82, that morning activity and the lingering cloudiness really had an impact on temperatures yet again. Casey County, a little bit more in the way of sunshine there. 86, and it feels like 92 because remember those dew points are up, so it will still be muggy. We're in the mid 80s, and areas that have clouds and rain out to the west and across the southern southeast counties only in the 70s, and our dew points still into the low and mid 70s, and the muggy air is going to be sticking around for a few more days. There's a frontal boundary as mentioned, and as the low kicks eastward again, we'll kick a little bit of backside energy, and that's going to keep the storm chances around. And once the sun sets, should be in pretty good shape overnight. We'll see quiet weather and some patchy fog in the morning, starting out into the upper 60s for your Saturday morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, a few pop-ups with the heating of the afternoon as that energy rotates through. We'll see mid-80s. I think a lot of it will be along and east of I-75, so low-end chances, and then we dry it out Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So the much advertised, at least drying out period beginning on Sunday. It's going to be on the hot side, 91 for the high, and then 92 on Monday. Note the tropical system along the Carolina coastline. More on that in a second. Muggy cast. It's been oppressive. Yeah, it will still be a bit on the humid side, but at least we're going to relax that out a bit. Looking ahead, Tuesday is good. Now, we'll see a very weak frontal boundary. I think some cloudiness, maybe an isolated shower or storm, but it's going to bring a reinforcing shot of some milder air. We're going to have a big drop from Tuesday to Wednesday. All right, let's talk the tropics here. We've got potential tropical cyclone 4, which is very disorganized over Cuba right now, but the forecast track takes it out in the Gulf of Mexico, develops it into tropical storm Debbie, rides it up the west coast of Florida, and then it creeps along the east coast, the Carolina coastline, all the way into the middle part of next week. So that may be problematic from the rain perspective. Winds won't be overly strong, but the rain could be to the tune of 6, 8, 10 inches plus along the west coast of Florida and hugging the Carolina coastline. So obviously something to keep an eye on through the weekend and into early next week across the southeastern U.S. Early storms and patchy fog late 69. Coming up Saturday, a few storms mainly into eastern Kentucky, 86. In the extended forecast here, sure, it's going to be hot Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. You would expect that into early August, but look at the drop in temperatures as that boundary moves through with that isolated shower or storm chance. Only 86 on Wednesday and feeling pretty good late next week, right around where we should be for this time of the year with afternoon highs in the upper 80s.